season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins.
And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And shedding through the tackle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you'd better have second effort in order to try and pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Jackson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense,
they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
79 Broncos.
Here's Richardson to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Texans at 11-3 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now Richardson.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
McPherson on for the field goal.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
At the 26-yard line.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A give here to Dobbins, but he's going to pitch this one. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Nothing after one on EA Sports. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Richardson.
Shoves him aside, and he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Get it! Warriors 70! Hurry, hurry!
Again, it's Richardson.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
That's another Houston Texans.
Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will score. A pick six for the Texans TD. And McPherson on for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A very solid gain of 27. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, Richardson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
On the ready.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Richardson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack, and that'll bring up third.
Ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
60 Mavericks. 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off play action, Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 6, go!
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Desperados get a bit closer.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Texans 27, Desperados 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Rio de Janeiro, first down.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
In motion comes the tight end left.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, report! Report!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
They go play action with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got him in, complete. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. That's underneath to Pierce. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with him. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
13. Shut up!
Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The kick is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
clock snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
Hard running at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Nick Bonito
gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well. The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And the real 1st down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Rolling to his left.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. That fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.